Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of the Nerd Bunker. I'd like to thank you guys for joining us today. Now, my name's Cody, and with me today, I got my friends. I got Trey.
What's happening?
I got Redmond.
Hey, guys.
And I got Robbie with us.
Hey, what's going on?
So, the four of us were like, hey, let's start a podcast, and that's what this is. So, woohoo! Let's get started with some news. We got some news for you guys first. Let's do this. All right, let's swing it over to Redmond.
Yeah, I'm going to go first, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I love me some Power Rangers. Grew up in the 90s. We got some good news coming for the new movie coming out in 2017. Bill Hader was actually just cast for the voice of Alpha 5.
This is awesome. I don't know, like in my head, I picture it, and I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to kill it. The cast is really shaping up. When we first heard there's going to be a movie, and they cast like 5 unknown people for the Rangers, I was like, this is not going to be good. But then now we got Bryan Cranston, Elizabeth Banks. We got Bill Hader.
Who are these
now.
people?
Yeah, I don't know.
Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, but
he's going to be playing Zordon.
Oh.
And Elizabeth Banks is playing Rita Repulsa.
Now, question, will Zordon be wearing the sparkly Snuggie?
I can only hope so.
Have we seen set pictures with Bryan Cranston?
We have not, but they are taking like a more serious like position on the whole thing, so I don't know that he's going to be in a tube like he usually is. But I think he's going to kill it.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, since we got
go
ahead.
Sorry to cut you off. Quick fun note on Bryan Cranston was actually one of the original villains in the Power Rangers. He was in a suit and like did the voice and stuff, and they actually named the character Billy Cranston, the Blue Ranger, from him.
Huh. Yeah, that is cool.
Interesting.
Sorry, now back to you.
Oh, the question I had was, is it going to be Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Is that what
it is? Yeah,
okay,
it's
right
the
on.
original Power Rangers.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Let's move on.
Okay.
I like it.
Cody.
I have a little, not serious, but I thought it was interesting. The New York Times posted a paper. A guy named Carl Zimmer did a paper on, there was an African study on the African migration of how we are all kind of related to this one migration.
Are you saying we're all related?
I think we already kind of knew that,
I
right?
think we're all related.
Well, they found that
makes sense.
They found that this one migration, it was like 50,000 years ago. All non-Africans are related to this like one. I don't know if it would be a tribe or like a whole
region. Yeah,
maybe. I guess this whole region just kind of uprooted and left Africa 50,000 years ago. So, and there's more to it. It's
That's
just
a long time ago.
That's kind of the basic.
I don't think any of them are still alive.
Unless they're immortals.
They're alive in your heart.
That's true.
in your DNA.
In your
all
DNA,
of us.
yeah.
So that's all I got.
You said that climate change played a factor in that?
The reports didn't specify whether it's climate change. There's no like real answer. They just hypothesized that maybe rain changes and rainfall got them to leave Africa, and they went to Eurasia and Europe to search for food.
Do you think that climate change was a big issue in their election years?
Depends on who they're electing. If they had good leaders like Urok and Shitago, maybe, and they were like, doesn't matter, Shitago's awesome, I don't care what climate change.
Right.
Like, it just depends,
I don't
man.
care if he's racist.
Yeah.
Whoever had the best rain dance, or
He's not gonna build a giant wooden wall. Yeah.
Too soon.
Cool.
All right, let's swing it over to Robbie.
All right, man. I found a neat little study here. It was actually I found it on CNN News. It was a study done at Texas A&M where they were studying the effects of nicotine and healing Alzheimer's and dementia patients. They were kind of testing here, you know, trying on animals like all humans do.
Well, there's no human testing.
Not that I've seen yet on it, you know, how that goes. But what they're trying to do is they've actually been testing nicotine injections, I guess. I haven't, studied that too much.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Sounds really crazy.
Give me the good stuff, just straight into the vein.
But it has been actually showing promise. It's been helping mice that have been having like brain degeneration. They've actually been functioning better. And a little side effect they learned of it was mice were getting weight loss. You know, it was actually suppressing their appetite and helping them lose weight.
Feeding them,
Right.
They were just giving them nicotine.
So the new diet that's going to be going around like Hollywood and stuff is like, oh, just get your nicotine injection, man.
Oh, it's so good.
You'll never eat again.
It calms me down.
Yeah,
The nicotine injections are kind of like how the difference between cannabis oil and actually smoking cannabis, right? It's an actual oil or
I mean, it's the same.
something you can take orally.
Mhm.
Or
It's like the straight. I guess what you were saying.
Can you take it rectally?
I'm sure you can if you really want to try it.
I'm sure there are people who want to.
Texas A&M, we now have a volunteer for that study.
Yeah.
Redmond.
Gross.
I was up all night.
Let's move on, please.
Yeah. So we got a little local news. Trey.
Yeah, this is about the Tricon that's coming to Evansville here in yes, definitely. The Tricon's it's a multi-con. It has, it covers video games, movies, TV, a little bit of everything.
This is the second.
Yes, this is the second year that they're holding the Tricon, and it'll be held at the Holiday Inn Airport. That's 7101 Highway 41 North Evansville on October 14th through the 16th. That's a Friday through a Sunday.
We'll try to post all this to Facebook and
Yeah, sure.
You went to that last year, didn't you?
Yes, I work security at the Tricon, actually. I'm good friends with the people who run the con, and they need somebody really big and black to make sure nobody acts crazy. But it's a really fun place. I mean, everybody's really nice. You have a lot of kids there, a lot of cosplay. They have tabletop gaming. They throw parties. They have a nice vendor's room that you can get a lot of swag, a lot of cool things there, an artist alley. And there's always nice stuff like a cosplay contest. I know last year the cosplay contest was really huge, and this year they're having a kids cosplay contest.
most cons are really, really fun to go to. Like, even if you just like want to look around or like go to look at some merchandise. I've been to a couple. Like, you actually meet some really cool people. And
Yeah.
Yes, they have celebrities there. They have a lot of voice actors, different people from different genres of, like I said, music, books, gaming. I know if you've never been to one of the cons, this is a good beginner con because it's not super huge where you're just shoulder to shoulder and you can enjoy yourself. It's you can take your kids there, you can walk around, have a good time, and they'll really get to see some cool stuff. It's a really nice atmosphere. It's a good place to be.
Sounds like a blast.
Try to check it
a lot
out.
of fun.
I was going to say, guys, that sounds like something we should all check out.
Oh, I'll be there.
Well, we know that.
Perhaps. Okay, so that rolls up the news for us. I guess we will start. What should we do next?
Let's find out what we've all been into this week.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep it chill. Who wants to start?
Hey, right here, I'll talk about it. I know this weekend Battlefront had a new download. Their Death Stars, the Death Star maps have been
The DLC?
DLC. There
Gotcha.
we go. The Death Star DLC's out, and I've been playing that, and I've been a big fan of Star Wars, and I really like this game Battlefront. But I think they could have did a little bit more with this level.
What else? Just one level?
Well, I know there's like an aerial battle, and then I think they have I don't know if Extraction's actually what it's called. I think that's on one of the other maps.
Yeah, that was the last one. I think you get like Chewbacca, you get Bosk,
Oh yeah, there's definitely some different characters you get to play
a
as, some
couple new
different heroes.
weapons. Yeah.
That's really cool. But it just it's just an expansion onto the game. I thought it was pretty fun to sit back and play for a little while.
Now, you said the aerial battle and it's on the Death Star, so
Right.
are they kind of like, do they interact or is it just you do one or the other?
Well, I know the mission that I played, I didn't play it very often this weekend, just a little bit. But the mission that I played, you start out trying to stop them from shooting the proton torpedoes into the Death Star, of course, and blowing it up. But then it goes to a separate mission where you actually land on the Death Star and you're trying to prevent them from shutting down your shield generator.
I got
so
you.
that you can actually, they can get in there and blow things up. So it was pretty cool. It's
Totally
pretty neat.
not canon.
Is there any
Yeah.
familiar scenes in there, like the trench or like detention hall or anything like that?
The trench was probably the most notable of the scenes that you realize from the movie. I mean, you get to fly right down in there. You've got things, lasers shooting at you, laser cannons.
That's cool.
Of course, it's done by Lucas, so
Right.
LucasArts, and you got the sound effects and everything is really great. It's a nice experience for this weekend.
That's
Check
cool,
it
man.
out.
Robbie.
Well, guys, I kind of revisited an old series this weekend. I went back to the old Army of Two series.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it was a nice little walk down nostalgia lane.
Is that Xbox
Yeah, it was Xbox. I think it may have been on PlayStation.
2?
Yeah,
No, Xbox 360 and
Was it?
PS3. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
and basically the whole thing behind it is you're just you and your buddy, you're going on doing these old missions. The whole
Did you have a buddy or did you play alone?
I had a buddy.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just seeing you like so sad, like, oh, wish someone else would play
with me.
Army of One is boring.
You're a dick. But the whole premise behind it was like the gameplay, the mission stuff, they're kind of lame. But the whole customization, actually developing your character, building your weapons as you want to build them, whatever you want to do with. Go ahead.
I really like playing that game. For the customization, you can like change your guns and stuff to have gold and silver on them and stuff, and like change the etchings on them and stuff, and it would like increase your stats in the game where like because you have to go aggro every once in a while to take the fire off your other guy, and the more like bling you had, the more aggro you could go. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that definitely changed the gameplay. Did you ever go do the playthrough where you only used a handgun on it?
No, that sounds horrible.
Oh, it was hard as shit, but it was fun.
An achievement.
No, it was just something I did.
Just for fun.
It's just something.
It should have been an achievement, though.
Robbie did by himself because he's alone.
You're a dick, too.
Yeah, I know. Cody, what'd you do? I hope it's better than that.
I watched a lot of 80s movies this weekend.
So it's not better than that. Okay.
No.
Go ahead.
I don't know why. I just kind of was in the mood to watch some old, like, 80s movies.
Oh, good call.
I think that's, I kind of, no, my fiancée Christine hadn't seen Gremlins, and she hadn't seen The Neverending Story, so I was like, what? So I was like, all right, I'm going to go buy these, and I saw Labyrinth at Walmart. It was the 30th anniversary edition, so I bought it as well, and that's what we did. And going back and watching those movies, they all hold up pretty well. I just want to say that the Gremlins got really dark really fast, because I remember being like, this is a kid's movie, but then there's the female character in that movie who starts talking about how her dad got stuck in the chimney because that's why she doesn't like Christmas. And she's like, I don't fucking like Christmas, so leave me alone. And like, you find out later her dad got stuck in the chimney and burned alive.
That's insane.
And I'm like, this is a goddamn kid's movie.
Gotta love the 80s.
Now tell me, did you cry when Atreyu's horse got stuck in the swamp of sorrow?
Not this time, but I remember being younger and I was just like, that's really sad. And I thought that was later on in the movie. That's like the first like 20 minutes. And I'm like, this is how you're going to start this?
What did you think of David Bowie's Bulge?
I know, dude. I couldn't not look away. I was like, why is that there? Is that the David Bowie, or is that a codpiece?
It
Like
was hypnotic.
Probably the best character.
that's why he's the Goblin King.
That's
'cause
right.
He's got the biggest package of all goblins.
Oh, let's get away from that.
That's what makes you king.
Oh, wonderful. I guess I'm gonna go into what I've been doing. Netflix just released Walking Dead season 6, and I have been binge watching that. And let me tell you, this season is amazing.
Is that the one that was last on? What's the next season coming on TV?
7.
Okay.
Yeah, 7's coming on.
So this is that season with that new villain.
No. He shows up at the end.
Oh,
of the
he's the one
season.
in the very end.
They talk about him through it.
They talk about him
It's
a
like
lot.
Deegan or
Negan.
Negan.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. But there's just so much energy. I'm like 4 episodes in, and I'm like finding myself out of breath in the middle of the show. I'm like, oh my gosh, so much going on. Like everybody's dying. Like a main character. I don't know if I don't want to put any spoilers out there since it's just now on Netflix. I don't know if you're like me and don't have cable, but one of the main characters in like the 4th episode or something, you're supposed to think that he dies, and you're like, what? No. And then they wait 3 episodes to let you know that he's not dead.
Dragging it. They need those ratings, man.
I'm like, are you kidding me? You could have just told me like right after.
Nope.
So have you finished the series? I mean, you
I
made it
have
all the way
2
through?
episodes left.
Or season?
Yeah.
2 episodes
I have
left.
2 episodes left. But it's really great, man. I'm glad I'm watching it. I know, right?
So are you up to date on everything before that, or you just pick up at 6?
No, I've watched the whole series.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of Walking Dead. I mean, there's those last 2 episodes are really going to grab you in the ass. They're really, really, really suspenseful.
Yeah, I saw the promo for season 7, and I was like, oh gosh, it's only going to get better.
So have you watched Fear the Walking Dead, the spinoff of it?
I watched a couple episodes, and I just couldn't get into it.
I'm up to date on those. I watched those
It gets
also.
better. It gets better. Season 1 was kind of like, what am I watching here? But yeah, season 2, it really starts going into it.
I got to say, season 2 did pick it up and get you really interested. Season 1 for me was kind of like a setup in the characters, just getting them, characters set up. But now it's getting really good. It's awesome.
Well, I'm glad I had an interesting subject for
I
us
know,
to all talk
everyone
about.
likes The Walking Dead. I didn't say much because I stopped at like season 3.
Well,
Boo.
Yeah,
you need to.
You can boo me later.
Go
I
away.
just hated that girl who got whiny. I can't remember her name. She was with the governor.
She probably dies.
She did, but it was she lost her sister and
Andrea.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
Andrea.
I couldn't
Yeah.
stand her, so I was just like, man, you ruined the show.
If
but
you
it
just
did,
hold
it did-
on,
It did show her naked.
if you just hold on, she'll die. and then it'll be
I
fun.
know. I missed it. But okay, I think that's what we did this week. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yay for us.
Yeah.
We did cool things. So I guess now we will start with Mary Sidekick Destroy.
Yeah, we have a really interesting threesome that we're gonna put in there this week. The reason that we're doing it is because the CW's getting ready to start up with their all-star lineup of Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl. You can start watching The Flash on October 4th, Arrow October 5th, and Supergirl will start on the following Monday, the 10th.
So maybe describe what the game is and how we're gonna
Yeah, absolutely.
go about it.
So there's just like that game, Mary Screw Kill. Only this is going to be with superheroes, villains, stuff like that. We're going to pick 3 people every time, and then we're going to go around the table and tell you who we would marry, who we would be a sidekick for, and who we want to just destroy and obliterate.
Gotcha.
So I think we should start with Cody over there. All right.
Okay. And
Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, man.
Arrow, Flash, Supergirl. What is Supergirl's? What is her like alter ego like?
Kara Danvers.
What does she do? What is her?
It's almost exactly like Clark. She works for a like a magazine.
Boring.
She's more of an assistant than like a journalist.
Oh, okay. I want to say I will destroy her. We don't need her riffraff around town.
Her gosh, you hate on the super people,
They're
man.
just too super.
You hate Kryptonians.
They're like gods on Earth. We don't need that crap.
okay.
I mean, what is?
Just being a hater is all you're doing.
Just saying.
Who's gonna stop the giant meteor from crashing down
Yeah.
on your house?
Yeah,
Cody.
that's what I said.
Not Supergirl.
That's what I said before. I was like, hey, remember that meteor that crashed and killed everybody? No, you don't, 'cause she saved us.
I'm gonna go with her because we don't need her. I can do most things by myself. I'm a big boy.
Nice.
So that gets rid of that one. I did that one first. Sidekick. Probably. I want to say Arrow.
Okay. Why?
'Cause I don't know, because I feel he could give me a bow and arrow and just be like, "You got my back, bro."
That's cool. Yeah.
So and then I could have like cool arrows like he has. Does he have like
Trick arrows?
Yeah, is he like Hawkeye or is he just like?
Yeah. He was like trained on an island, and so he's got like all these super skills that he honed. He's
yeah,
not
but
like
what about
super-
his arrow? Does he have like arrows that like shoot in half and spit fire? And...
Yeah, he's got everything.
Okay.
He's got like punching glove.
Punching
arrows. They got fists.
No, they are. They have a
the boxing glove.
The boxing glove arrow. He's got an arrow that it separates and like will wrap you up like a bolo.
Oh,
He's got exploding arrows, flashbang arrows, just all kinds of stuff, man.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so I figure he's also really rich, so he could like
Yeah, Oliver Queen.
get me a suit, and I could have a bow and arrow and shoot the people that he doesn't shoot first. Maybe.
Cool, I guess. He's not really about murdering folk no mo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No mo?
No mo. He uses
Okay.
most of his trick arrows now. He used to be real good at killing, but he don't do that no more.
Okay.
Lame.
I guess that leaves Barry Allen, the Flash. I don't know why I would marry him, but
You're into nerds, aren't you?
I get he was just the last one left on the list.
the only one left.
He's
Nice.
yeah. That does it for me.
All right, Tracy, you go.
I think if I was going to marry anybody, it would be Supergirl.
I agree.
I mean, she's Supergirl, so
Yeah.
I think everything she would do would be
It's
super.
good looking.
Oh, super.
And her job sucks, so I can be like, hey, hurry up with that super omelet and
Super
make that super
Just
omelet.
quit your job and be my
get
super
outta
stay-at-home
here.
wife.
But no, and plus she could fly you around places. It's like, hey, I want to go to Jamaica and see what's going on over there to my people.
She'd have to piggyback you the whole
That-
way.
That would be quite all right. But and then as far as a sidekick goes, I would be a sidekick to the Flash. I know
Cool.
that sounds kind of weird, but it's like, look, I want some Chinese food from China. Go get it, bring it
So
back.
it sounds more like he's your assistant
Yeah,
than you're his sidekick.
If I'm the sidekick, then he has to look out for me. So
I guess.
he's got to go.
he doesn't have to get your food though.
I think
Like-
the funny thing about being a sidekick is, what do you do while he's fighting the main villain? You know, are you just running around scared? And plus, the sidekick always gets captured, and they have to get saved.
Yeah.
Or do you have his powers too? You're just like on a lower level than him.
No, that would be even better because then I could go get my own Chinese food.
I guess.
But then I would beat his ass, and then I would become the hero.
Or are you more like,
Jeez.
or are you more just
sound
like
very heroic.
his little like assistant who like, you need to clean my clothes. Take this to the dry cleaner. I've got tread marks on my feet.
Tread marks.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess there are pros and cons to being a sidekick, but you know, I could be like, oh, I hurt my shoulder on that last mission. I'm gonna just stay here on the couch.
Nice.
I'll call you and coordinate, you know, where to go.
Nobody's gonna really expect you to save the day.
No, I
They'll
mean,
just be
exactly.
happy when
I'm
you
the
help.
sidekick, you know. They'd capture me, and I'd be like, look, I'll tell you anything you want to know. You want to know his weakness, you know, sure.
He'll be here shortly.
His address is
Don't worry
261.
about it. But yeah, and then as far as destroy, I would destroy Arrow. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He just shoots arrows. I don't see that as
just
really
shoots
being.
arrows.
Yeah, I mean, pew pew. It's cool, but I think if I had a machine gun, Arrow would be in a lot of trouble.
Shit, dude, he'd be rolling around, dodging those bullets. Why are you evil laughing at?
I'm sorry, I was just playing in my head how he would do exactly that, and then get shot in the ankle.
Do you guys watch the CW show?
No, I haven't seen.
Okay, well, the CW show, Oliver Queen has this like voice changer thing that he puts in, kind of like in Batman v Superman, and it lowers his voice. But it's the CW, so they have a limited budget, so they just like tone his voice down a lot. And he every time he's the Arrow, he like walks in, he's like, "Hey, drop that right now." I mean, it's not all like gravelly like that, but he's just like, it's real bad. So
Does he do that now? Because he didn't do that like
even
first
more
season.
reason
no, he
to
does that
destroy
all
him.
the time. Yeah.
Even more reason.
So he'd
for
be
him to
like, "Hey,
die.
stop shooting them bullets at me. I'm the Green Arrow."
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Yeah.
He is the greatest.
Like, me now? You gonna go with me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I'm going not with my answers, but with the order. I'm gonna destroy Arrow as well. Oliver Queen is a whiny little pretty boy, and I don't need him in my life.
It's your opinion.
Yeah. He's
You're entitled.
he thinks he's the best, man. I know you guys don't watch the show, but he is
I've watched half
real
of the first
full
season.
of himself.
I read a lot of the comics, so I do understand a little bit about how he is and his
He's
character.
so full of himself. Over it. I'm going to be Barry Allen's sidekick for sure, because if you guys know anything about the Flash, you hang out with him long enough, you're going to be a speedster. For sure. You're going to get struck by lightning. It happens.
It's gonna happen.
It happens.
Your odds have just quadrupled.
No one that has hung out with Barry Allen for more than 9 months has not become a speedster.
Or some
That's
kind of
not fact, but
sidekick
seriously,
of his.
yeah, there's so many speedsters out there. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I want to be a speedster. I'm like, I'm going to go downtown. See ya. I'm done.
I know even the cop that he hangs out with becomes like a hero, and then like his old like side bitch becomes a hero.
Mhm. Everybody.
Wow.
Everybody. Yeah, that's a term. Side bitch.
And like his he finds out later that like his grandpa was a speedster, and then like his son and his grandson are speedsters.
What?
Yeah, man, the speed force.
That
it's
lightning
genetic.
literally chose him.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
was
man.
not a freak accident.
But anyway, and I'm gonna break it down with Supergirl for real.
Oh, girl.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be a super couple.
You're gonna carry me like Lois Lane to my vacation destination.
Well, yeah, of course. Why not? She is super smoking in like every version of Supergirl.
Except the TV show.
No, she's cute in that.
No.
Yeah.
I prefer the comics.
Well, of
'Cause
course
I'm a
you do.
Pervert.
Yeah. They're not double D's. I ain't having it.
Yeah. So,
No, she's super cute, and
do you think
she's a good
her
person.
being super and all, do you think you could penetrate that type of scene?
Oh my god.
Is this where we're going with this now? Or,
I need a solid answer.
yes.
No, I'm not even gonna go there.
Would you have to use a kryptonite condom?
Yeah, of course you have to use a kryptonite condom.
Okay.
If you don't use a kryptonite condom, you die. That's a fact.
Why would you die? Would she crush it?
Yeah.
She would probably crush it and turn it into a diamond.
Or a jelly of some kind?
Gross.
These are things you don't think about when you're like, oh, straight up marry her because you're hot. You can't even get in her, so...
That's not even, like, the biggest part of marriage. It's a partnership, man. She's a good person.
Shit. Whoever says that is half the reason.
And whoever says that is married.
I like Supergirl because she's nice, and
She
she
is.
works at a magazine. And
She's a good person.
whatever. She's got that super ass, and you want it. Don't be like that, Redmond.
Yeah. All right, Robbie, your turn.
All right. I'm going to go with Kill the Arrow, man. He's lame.
No love for Oliver Queen at this table.
It's Destroy.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
it's my
Adams.
Oh, it's your game.
It's your
My
game.
game.
It's my
No.
game now,
You didn't come up with the
boys.
game. You didn't come up with the characters.
No.
But it's your game.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, it's my part of it. How about that?
Gotcha.
But no, I just find the Arrow lame, man.
Do you
bow
find
and arrow.
Do you find
just-
Hawkeye lame as well?
Yes. Yes, he is way out of his league.
Anyone who
with
shoots
a bow and arrow is fucking lame.
Robin Hood, hate him.
You do no good here.
You have failed this city. That's an Arrow
we have
quote.
guns. We have guns now.
Yeah.
Guns have been invented.
But I'd like to sidekick for the Flash, man. You know, I didn't even know about the fact that if you hung out with him long enough, you were a speedster.
Everyone. Even his dog.
Even his dog's a
His
speedster.
dog.
So
Yeah.
since I'm going to be marrying him, you think I would eventually?
You would.
Yeah.
You'd be a speedster. I'm not saying you'd be a
Sweet.
sidekick, but you'd be a speedster.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We could have.
It might have a reverse effect on it since you
I'd
married
be
him.
super
yeah.
slow.
Hey, think about this though. Going back to the bedroom talk.
Uh-huh.
When you're a speedster, you can vibrate.
Oh snap!
Oh yeah.
I would be thinking about the different places I could run around and get different types and then be back before they even noticed you were gone. It's like, hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and freshen up, and then you run to like New York, and then you're there for a couple of minutes, and then you run somewhere else, and and then you come back.
Right.
Are you sure that's a good idea, being married to Supergirl, though?
No, I'm talking about if I was with the Flash. We're talking about the
Oh.
Flash now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm lost.
I'm lost.
We're
Let's go back to Robbie.
Back to you, Robbie.
Well, obviously that just leaves me with the Supergirl because, well, I'm into that just like Red is because can't pass that up.
You want some music?
No, I don't need your cheesy music.
He
to
don't.
make
He
the
don't
Aw.
need that music.
It's all in his mind.
Yeah.
You guys gonna make sweet music together?
Yep.
Gross.
Well, damn it! I'm the only one who didn't pick, so now I seem like a huge homosexual.
Seem like
I'm not gonna say you're huge, but
no one says anything. They're just like, shrug the shoulders. Moving on.
At least you'll be able to run.
I'll be able to run from the homophobes really
from
fast.
all your haters, you'll be able to run from them.
Or unless it's like Tracy said, I go really slow now. Damn you!
that would be horrible.
It's my curse. Okay, so that wraps up our first segment for Marry, Sidekick, Destroy. And now we have the main part of our show. This will be the same every week, most likely. It is subject to change, but
It's gonna be that way unless we decide otherwise.
this is our Nerd Banter. This is where we had the idea for the podcast to begin with. It's just us hanging around, talking about crap that only us and other nerds would talk about. So,
Quick question:
yes.
during Nerd Banter, can we talk about Bruce Banter?
Why do you say this? Is it because it sounds similar? Thank you.
Yes. Boo yourself.
I have been making that joke
Dude,
for 4 weeks
He's
now.
been waiting so long. He didn't even need approval. He's like, I'm just going to say it.
Yeah, they were like, "Don't say that." I was like, "I'm saying it."
So, Nerd Banter is just, we come up with random crazy ideas or topics to talk about, like what are some stupid powers or who's a character you can't stand, and like these are all just different ones that we've came up with or chosen. But this week we are going to go with, what weapon would you use in a zombie apocalypse? And now this could be magical weapons, this could be practical weapons, this could be like real weapons that you have in your house, just anything that you think you would want to use or could use. Now, we're going to be sticking with just real weapons, right? Like weapons we can wield.
Yeah, weapons. You
Yeah,
can
I don't think
wield
we're.
or
I mean,
operate.
yeah, not going with like vehicles and stuff.
Because Robbie was talking about earlier today when we were discussing this, like using the Force, or like,
Right.
what if you're Doctor Strange? Like, is magic cheating? You just
Right.
using magic with your hands? Is that
Manipulating universes. and
Nothing's
stuff.
cheating during the zombie apocalypse.
so? Is it
Well-
weapons you can hold in your hand, or You were talking about
manipulate.
vehicles.
Yeah, I think vehicles are okay if you can explain it.
Anything that's real and tangible, or
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
nothing that's mumbo jumbo.
I mean, if any of you
Ooh.
are students at Hogwarts, I guess you could say magic. I don't know if you are or not.
Well, you used a wand, I guess. You have to have a wand.
But if you're not magic, a wand is a stick.
I can stab somebody with a stick.
You could.
It's thick enough. If
That-
not, it's just gonna.
That part was taken
Snap.
out. That's in director's cut of Harry Potter.
So,
Sixth one, I think.
anybody want to start? How should we? You just want to start throwing them out there?
Let's start with like
Anybody want to go first?
Okay, I think we should start with the most obvious weapons, the things that people are going to, go to when they first think. You think of sword, you think of axe, you
Guns.
think of guns, you think
Lots
of
of
things like
guns.
that, But
Yeah,
like
but we're here for like what you would use as
What would be your preferred weapon?
Tracy, go ahead.
any weapon.
preferred weapon. I think I would go with the Blades of Chaos from the God of War series that Kratos
Nice.
uses.
Those are good.
quick
They're
question.
so heavy.
Not only that, but can you wield them? I'm pretty sure they're only for him. Like they're cursed to him.
Hey! That's any weapon.
Too deep.
Any weapon he wants.
Okay, but they're
but
gonna
they're-
be real heavy
but-
for you.
It will be.
But
heavy.
they're
Have
magical.
you seen
maybe,
Tracy?
Maybe whoever has the Blades of Chaos automatically has the power to wield them.
Okay,
We don't know.
So the curse has been put on you.
Yes, he is
Right.
the new God of
Okay.
War.
because they're actually bonded. They're
Right.
bonded to him. So I'm pretty sure that's how they. I mean, that's what I would use. You got range.
Cool.
You can swing them out, chop up multiple people at once. You can hold them in each hand and go to work like that. Up
I
close
guess-
and personal.
Using those weapons, you would technically have to have the power of a god, I guess.
But is the power in the weapons or is it in the
It's-
person?
I think it's. That's a good call. Is it in the weapons? I want to say it's in the weapons
I think it's in the weapons.
weapons.
because he was.
You
just a
heard it here
Spartan.
first, folks. It's in the weapons.
It's in the
It's
weapons.
in the weapons.
In the weapon.
Sounds like an '80s infomercial.
I
It's
couldn't
in the weapons.
You're stuck in the 80s today.
even in the 80s all day.
all week. So that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one. Anybody, Redmond? What do you got?
Do you guys remember Xena, Warrior Princess?
Yes,
I do.
Yeah, and the chakram that she
Okay.
uses,
Yeah.
that little circle, and she just throws it and
Bing, 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 bing.
takes
Does
takes them all
it
out.
hits like multiple.
Yeah, it hits multiple things. It'll bounce off walls, and it comes right back to you. At least that's in the show.
But how many things would it cut through before it stopped? Does it just like?
It doesn't stop.
It doesn't.
Have you seen the show?
Does it
oh
not
yeah,
cut people?
I love the show.
Does it cut people, or does it just bounce around? And...
It cuts. Yeah,
No, it
it's
cuts.
sharp.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Careful.
So here's one. What about the Predator's disc?
Hmm.
A step up from Xena's blade.
It is, but Xena's a lot prettier.
That has nothing to do with.
Yeah, nothing
the
to do with the
awesome
zombie apocalypse.
technological
And
advances.
the chakram that Xena uses is actually a real weapon. It's not
Yeah.
just a fantasy weapon. It's an actual weapon.
And
I think that means I won.
no.
I don't know.
No.
because it's a real weapon.
The,
doesn't mean
the
it's
Predator's
cooler.
disc, it's stuck into like bricks and shit in the sides of buildings. So
Yeah.
I'd say it's a lot
It-
more powerful.
it cut
I think
like
Xena's could
4
if she
beats.
wanted it to. I think she throws it to not stick in things.
Well, that's.
But the
lame.
Predator also carries more than one.
I think, and if they're
Does he?
squishy,
She doesn't need more than one. It comes back.
If they're squishy zombies, I guarantee the Predator's disc can go through like.
Are there
20.
any other kind of zombie?
Yeah, there's like Left 4 Dead zombies who are not as squishy.
I
Look
think
at
they're
the
still
tank. Look at the
squishy.
tank. He's huge.
Okay, good call.
Yeah.
But I think zombies aren't like. I think the newer dead, the ones that are fresh zombies would be a lot more stiffer and tougher than an older dead zombie. I think as they go, they get more squishy
Oh, yeah.
and
Decrepit.
nasty.
Season 7, I'm sure they'll be squishier than season 1.
I mean, in Walking Dead, they just walk up and stick a pocket knife in their skull.
Mhm.
I mean,
It's so effortless. Like
I don't.
that's
think you
the
can-
weapon.
I don't think
Mhm.
you can stab somebody in the skull with a knife that easily.
This conversation is done. Pocket knife.
Pocket knife
the
wins.
Best weapon. Depending on
Robbie,
the
what do you-
consistency.
Robbie, what are you using in the apocalypse?
I would want to use Yondu's his Yaka arrow.
Who is that?
Yondu from Guardian of the Galaxy.
Oh, okay.
He had
okay,
the
okay.
he had the arrow that he could
Mhm.
whistle,
Oh,
and I mean, you could just stand on top of a building, just whistle, and have your arrow just kill every zombie around. Never have to do
That's a
shit.
good one.
What if you can't whistle?
I
Well,
can't
then
whistle very well.
you shouldn't have the Yaka arrow.
I know people who can't whistle.
That's a good point.
Well, they're probably not going to survive the zombie apocalypse anyways. Then
What if you can whistle but got punched in the mouth really hard and then
by
you
a
can't?
zombie.
Yeah, and then you can't
Zombie.
whistle.
well,
You
I
know
don't
them
know. Then
punching
somebody else is
zombies.
going to have the Yaka arrow, I guess.
It has its weaknesses.
Everything does though, but I like it just for the fact that you never actually have to be face to face with them if you didn't want to.
Okay, what about a lightsaber? Does it have weaknesses? It never runs out.
If it never runs out, I mean, I think the only weakness would be yourself.
Yeah, cutting yourself.
Yeah. Cut your own leg off and make yourself
Taking out zombies and you look like Robbie.
You're just poking them in the head.
But that's another thing, too. Like, you would be able to kill them so easily. Boop. Wouldn't you have to be moving and running around? Otherwise, you're just going to have a pile of zombie corpses around you.
That's fine.
And
you're going to slip on the blood and stab yourself.
Accidentally cut yourself or, hey.
Mistakes were made.
What about Iron Man's suit? Would that count?
I think it counts
as a weapon.
I think it counts mainly because it has a weakness. It'll run out of power eventually.
And you pilot it. It's not like it does its own thing. You actually get into it and use it as
it would be great as a defense because they can't bite through it or whatever. But eventually your power's going to run down and you won't be able to move it.
You could just stand there forever
and die.
Digging at you.
You won't be able to eat.
I'd rather do that than
drink.
Torn apart.
What about War Machine? He has Gatling guns.
Exact same thing.
But he has other stuff. He has machine gun mounted shoulder cannon things.
Like grenades and stuff.
So you're just going to go through your power and ammo faster.
Quick question. When you're not trying to be PC about things like War Machine is, why wouldn't you just use laser beams like Iron Man? Why do you need a Gatling gun if you've got a unibeam?
Conserve energy. You would burn more energy using nothing but lasers. But if you have a Gatling gun where you can use bullets and you got a machine.
What if you run out of bullets?
Well, you got a helmet that can help you get one shot, one kill. And it's got targeting to where you can just use one bullet per zombie instead of just spraying
shoulder mounted Gatling guns. Pretty badass.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. That's badass.
It's like I've seen better.
Anybody else? I've got one.
You were talking about vehicles earlier, like.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to get a combine. Just find a field somewhere.
I thought you were gonna have like a cool like
a
sci-fi vehicle.
No, just mowing them over.
Sounds like
tractor.
Sounds like you've been playing Dead Rising or something.
No, I've been playing Farm Simulator 2017.
Nice. That's the best one.
It is by far.
How many zombies could you literally take out before that combine gets so clogged? Yeah.
I'm gonna say about all of them.
Everyone in the world. I bet you could go through maybe one horde before it's like
because you could clean it out. It's loud though. It would attract more.
Have you ever worked on a combine? Those things are a pain in the ass.
What about like when did you work on a combine?
Right. When I lived in California for like 4 years working on the farm.
Yeah. California has combines?
Yes.
I feel like they just have people
for hay. Well, I guess that's a different.
Wait, do they have it for hay or do they have it for hay?
Combines here are for like corn, right? They're like the
corn and beans.
They have the weird rake things on the bottom.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of like hay balers. No, not hay balers. These are the ones with the long front with the
like comb, like teeth looking.
Hay rakes.
Yeah, but
no, not hay rakes.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be. I
think that's a different kind of combine.
Oh, but it's still a combine.
I think so.
Yes. Excellent.
What about like a key blast, like from Dragon Ball Z, how they shoot energy? What do you think that would?
That's more like the Force.
As well, as long as you're alive, it's kind of like the Force, but you can blow things up and shoot a blast. The Force is kind of telekinesis.
Yeah, but
a
it's
key
more
blast is more like a laser gun.
But it's an inner power. It's more kind of like the Force is like an inner power. Like it comes from. It's like magic, I guess. I'm not saying I would not use it, but I don't think it works for weapons.
Would you consider it as a weapon or just a way to attack? It would be just like punching somebody in the face. Just
it'd be more of. I think it would be more of a power than a weapon.
Yeah. What about the Call of Duty ray gun from the zombies mode?
Which one?
The one shot kill from.
What Call of Duty?
I'm pretty sure it's in all of them.
I'm gonna say I think it's in.
Yeah.
The little alien laser gun.
Mm-hmm.
Pew, pew. Yeah.
Well, I would be okay with that as long as there's little ammo boxes every time you go.
It runs out of ammo.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Because I got one more.
As long as there's a pack-a-punch machine, any gun you have would be awesome.
The vehicle from, dang it, Army of Darkness, the one he makes with the. You don't remember at the end where he makes it? He turns his car into like the helicopter bladed thing on the front, and I mean he turns it over in like 5 minutes, but I would.
Good try.
I'm an Army
I
of
would try to
fan,
use that.
I'm cool with that.
If we're sticking with vehicles, or the turtle van from the cartoon.
Believe it or not, I would go with the Army of Darkness car before I would go with the turtle.
What's
van.
the turtle van do?
The turtle
Besides
van
transport turtles.
It shoots manhole covers. It has the thing that pops out on the side. I forget what it shoots on the side.
Pizza.
Yeah, it probably does. So it's probably not that great.
Here, zombies, have some pizza.
Let's shoot pizza slices at you.
Do zombies eat animals?
They
Yes.
do, yeah.
Okay, then I would shoot cats from it. Lots
You're
of
gonna run out
neighborhood
of
cats.
I have a question. Why don't animals turn into zombies?
Because who cares about animal zombies?
But wouldn't a monkey be close enough to
Nope.
human to turn into
Nope.
a zombie? Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
No, I think it's like human diseases.
If
like,
they can't mate, then
like
it
how
doesn't
we
count.
can't, like how we can't get parvo.
Right.
It would be like stuff like
But,
that.
but have you ever seen Resident Evil?
I've seen some. The
The
dogs.
dogs.
The dogs
yes.
do, yeah. The
Didn't they,
dogs
like,
do turn
splice it
into.
with like a amphibian.
Now
too?
we're getting
But
off
that's-
topic. You're talking
Yeah.
about different
Yeah,
forms
different
of
types of
zombie
zombies.
Yeah,
viruses.
we
that
need
could
to-
be a whole topic for
We're
another
trying to
show.
find ways to kill the zombies.
All right, come back to me real quick.
Gotcha.
Ghostbuster pack.
Ooh.
Aren't those for
But
ghosts?
wouldn't it just,
Yeah.
not only that, wouldn't it just like cook them?
It's like sheer
Well,
energy.
yeah, I guess.
If you're headshotting them, which I think we're all hoping for headshots here, it's just pure energy blowing off heads.
Wasn't it? Because in the movies, like when they're hitting walls, it's like scorching and
Mm-hmm.
burning things.
But how long would it take to kill one zombie,
Like,
do you think?
I
it
think
be an
probably
instantaneous?
1.6 seconds, approximately.
So you got like 50 zombies coming at you. You're going to play hell
Yeah, but it's a
trying to
beam.
kill
You're
all of
just, it's like a hose, man. You're like,
them. But it doesn't shoot straight either. It's like all wiggly and funky.
yeah, so it's taking out more zombies on accident.
Then how are you going to get your headshots?
You're not. I mean, you are.
What about the Gears of War
Oh, the
weapons?
The chainsaw
The
gun.
chainsaw
Yeah.
gun.
You're going to run out of gas.
And you would be nice and gory and all bloody using that thing. Nothing against that.
I mean,
But
doesn't that cover up your
be a
scent,
good
though?
backup weapon, if
Don't
nothing
you
else.
be
Yeah.
covered in gook.
Well, not gook, but zombie blood,
Oh.
which is gooky, but not gook.
Gook E. Anybody got any,
yeah, what about the Icarus bow from the
Oh,
Immortals, the movie Immortals? Because it
nice.
didn't have actual arrows. Just soon
Going
as
back to bows and arrows are stupid.
Yeah.
But then that goes
But
back to
the-
being able to use magic.
But the Icarus bow is really cool, though.
But
the
it's a
magic
weapon.
is in the bow.
Yeah. He's so against bows, no matter the form they take.
Gosh, I hate bows.
That would be pretty badass. Because all you got to do is like
It's
pull it
just
back.
draw back, yeah. And at one point, he drew back only once, and when he shot, it made 3 arrows as it was
like-
flying.
Oh, that's cool.
Like however long you hold back, it creates more.
Didn't that happen
Well-
in God of War too?
Yes.
I thought so.
And I think the bow he used was also called the Icarus bow.
I think so.
That is cool. Okay, I'm not hating that bow.
What if you just use back to lightsabers? What if you just get like a double bladed lightsaber and hold it straight in front of you and just run?
We're gonna do
straight.
the
Just-
one right in front of you. Just he gonna let
just
him
go down
chew
like
on
an
it.
aisle, like of 2. You got 2 rows right in front of you.
Do
just
zombies
going.
stand single file?
Sometimes.
I don't think so. They're not that organized.
And not all of them are the same height, so you're going to be cutting some of them in 2 at the waist and
At the
some
neck.
at the neck, some
Yeah.
at the shoulders.
Or at the top of the head, I guess, if they're really tall.
And I've noticed if you don't damage their head, the head stays alive and it'll still bite the shit out of you. So you got to make sure you get them right in the head. Got
Got
to be
it.
a dome shot.
Or they like the head just gets lobbed off and they still like can bite your ankle.
Yeah, because remember Herschel's head was still alive, and it's like, and
Yeah, it has to be the head.
yeah,
Gotcha.
it
Head trauma.
has to be a head shot.
Head trauma.
Robbie, I know you got more, dude. I know you got more.
Well, the one I was thinking of, it's completely ridiculous. It's a completely ridiculous weapon. Would be the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII. Anybody ever play that?
It'd be pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, it would be
You'd get tired.
very fast.
You'd have one swing and then you're done.
But it's
so tired.
Well, that was cool. Now I'm dead.
Unless you mounted it onto your tractor.
Yeah. And you need 2 of them at least.
So what you need is an Iron Man suit. You need a combine, and you need a bow and arrow.
Or a lightsaber.
or a lightsaber.
And
Or
you-
Iron Man with a lightsaber.
Iron Man with a lightsaber and
A combine.
a
a
combine.
a
combine
combine.
and Xena Warrior Princess
I would prefer the
on DVD.
Predator blade.
Have your Predator.
I choose Xena every time.
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me.
Who would you rather have?
What do you mean?
Predator in that scenario.
Are you saying like
you don't even know what scenario I was talking
are you
about.
fighting wise or sexual wise? I'm still gonna pick the Predator.
Why does there have to be a line there? Why can't it be both?
I feel that's the only reason why you would choose Xena. She's not the best warrior. I mean, every time she goes into battle, she's got to. That would get
Do you
so
think she has that in the
so
bedroom?
many zombies.
so annoying. She probably does when she's
A lot of bedroom talk today.
probably every time she's hopping on it, she's like,
I'm down. She does that flip today.
yeah, probably
Lands wrong, breaks it.
Oh God, so terrible.
I'm down. Call me Xena.
I can just see it now. Mistakes were made, guys.
Okay, I guess that wraps up our first show today, and hopefully you can catch us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter,
SoundCloud.
We will have our stuff up on our Facebook page, and you can link us and like us from there. All right, stay nerdy, and we'll see you next time.